Bortle here, back from the Luxury Series Championship. My goodness, the LCS. Wow, and we have two players here that both participated in this event, so we want to ask them about their overall experience. Please introduce yourselves to the channel, guys.
Hey, I'm Tristan Pugh. I got top 8 at the LCS with Clock Dragon FTK.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Netz. I also played the Cloud Dragon FTK for the event.
Overall, how was your experience during this event? Because to my understanding, this was not your normal time zone, right?
Yeah, so it started at 9 a.m. EST, which was 3 p.m. 3 p.m. So we were expecting it to go really late into the evening, like even anticipating like 6 a.m. finishes.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad for me because I'm 1 hour ahead of EST only, so it's pretty compared to most American experiences, I guess. I guess Tristan can speak better for European people.
Overall, it wasn't too bad though.
Alrighty, and from my understanding, the event ran a little late. So did that affect you guys whatsoever?
If they played out every round, because initially they planned to play 8 rounds on day one, but because there was like hour-long rounds and then an hour-long break in between and an hour delay to start it, they decided just to cut it down to 6 rounds on day one and then playing 2 days of Swiss on day two, which helped a lot because I think we finished at midnight on day one.
Yeah, that was certainly that's the best decision. It would be impossible for European players to play if they wanted to do the 2 other rounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I bet moving forward, if they host another LCS event, it'll probably run a lot smoother. Would you guys both participate in the next one?
Yeah, I played a lot of luxury tournaments. Like a couple of years ago, I played like really, really big ones. So I'm definitely interested in playing more of this sort of event, especially with the pandemic going on.
Yeah, same. Spend money on travel and accommodation. Even though I like to do those things, considering the whole situation we're in, I would be interested in it.
I'm glad you guys brought up the pandemic situation that the whole world is facing right now, and this is a great alternative because we're not allowed to physically play with our neighbors in this game we love. Although Luxury was nice enough to, provide a tournament style play for everyone all over the world to participate.
Yeah, it's really amazing that they were able to do that. I heard like rumors that they were going to be hosting one, like when the first YCS got cancelled. So actually going through with it and offering those massive prizes is really nice.
Okay, sweet. Well, let's go ahead and dig into this deck list right now. And as far as I know, both y'all helped each other make this list, although there was a one card difference. What card was that?
Gabriel played one mathematician, and I played one defrag dragon instead. So he played 2 defrag, 1 math, and I just played 3 defrag.
What was the theory behind using the maxing out on the defrag other than using the one math?
So later on, we found that so the combo can potentially lose to infinite impermanence on the catapult turtle, but Gabriel figured out that any way to make needle fiber and have any dragon as an extender could play through the imperm on catapult turtle because she summoned World Chalice Guard Dragon. So I decided to max out on the dragon extenders that I could play, but he valued having another 1 card combo starter.
Yeah, it's more like mathematician's full combo by itself, and in a longer tournament, I guess you just don't want to break. But it's pretty relevant when you take account into everything. Also, defrag's are hard ones per turn, which is annoying if you draw multiples.
Okay, sadly enough, we're not going to be able to see, I guess, this type of deck going forward in future events because unfortunately the Strudo got banned, and I'm not sure if this FTK was the cause of it or it's just Needle Fiber is just so nice, right?
I think it's just I don't think anybody anticipated this deck to be a real deck. I only knew about the combo itself because of a YouTube video, from I think it's called Yu-Gi-Oh Tube, posted a combo, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then Gabriel actually came up with a combo to make it viable by including Appaloosa in it, and that just made the whole thing crazy. And I don't think anybody knew about it.
I think the Strudo was hit for completely different reasons. I think it just just hits the deck for collateral. I think Steam is actually the biggest hit for this deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Steam is what makes the deck insane.
Oh, yikes. Yes, there's Steam and Global. My goodness. As far as this OV Raptor goes, I guess that's combo with the... Would you guys like to explain how this combo actually works out?
Yeah, sure. So all you need to do is to make a needle fiber. So if you look at the extra deck, it's actually in the order that you summon all the link monsters. So you start with the needle fiber, you summon the Steam the Cloak, you make Equimax, which then summons a Steam token. Then you turn the Equimax into Crusadia Magius. You turn the token into Link Karibo in the Magius zone, so you get to search Draco. Then you turn Magius and Link Karibo into Sparta. Summon Draco, make it into LP. Sparta moves the LP to give you a zone for LP's effect. You go LP effect to summon the Brotor, and then Brotor discards a card to search the Collapse Serpent, the Black Dragon, and then with the Brotor and LP, make a Romulus and a Sparta, search the Dragon Ravine, search the Light Dragon. Then you put Sparta and Romulus into Appaloosa, so at this point you're just immune to hand traps, so they have to Nibiru you at the Sparta and the Romulus. So then you summon a White Dragon, Pisty summons a dragon, so you summon any dragon back, then you link Pisty and the dragon into Seal, you tribute Seal for Steam, and Seal summons Red Eyes from the deck, and then Red Eyes summons a Link 2 dragon, you link those, you make a Striker Dragon along the way, and then you make it into Bortle Sword, get a token from the Steam again, and then you summon Tracer with the Boot Sector that you search a Striker Dragon. Tracer pops the Boot Sector to summon Shell Rocket, and from there you make the Muddy Mud Dragon, which is like a crazy synchro. So it can be used as any fusion material whose name is specifically listed on the fusion card. So you use Cyber's Clock Dragon, so Muddy Mud Dragon is treated as Clock Wyvern, and you fuse with the Bortle Sword. So the first Clock Dragon mills 4 cards, and then you have you have the token, so you tribute it for Link Karibo to summon it from the grave. You link the Cyber's Clock Dragon and Link Karibo into Clock Lizard. Then you tribute Clock Lizard, you return Clock Dragon from the grave into the extra deck. And then you banish Link materials from your grave, equal to the number of cards in your deck. So you mill your whole deck when you summon the Clock Dragon, and by doing that you mill Seafurt, you mill Catapult Turtle, and you mill exactly 3 lights in your grave. Then you summon Levianeer, so you banish the Seafurt from your grave to add back the Levianeer. Levianeer banishes 3 lights from your grave to summon back the Catapult Turtle, and at this point the Clock Dragon has got like 20,000 attacks, so you tribute it for Catapult Turtle, and it's like 10,000 damage.
My goodness. Oh, that's insane. I just want to kind of go back into the step where if someone did have Nibiru and they did Nibiru you guys on the Spada, would you like to explain what's the play from there?
Yeah, Gabriel might be able to explain it better. He like figured out the combo.
Yeah, so like the main thing is when they do there, you need like 2 Dragon Extenders usually. So you can go like into Striker Dragon, and then the Striker Dragon pops the Nibiru token to get the Tracer back. And you like make Romulus and use like still have the Guard Dragon arrows, so you have like PC, Striker Dragon, and Romulus, and you still do the whole combo because you just don't have the Apollo. Because realistically, you only need to go through your whole extra deck. You don't need it to stay on the field. So Nibiru in there only removes the Apollo, which would be like the Sparta and the LP and a monster. You basically do the same without the Apollo. So most hands that can like FTK usually can FTK through Nibiru. You can FTK through Nibiru like multiple hand traps, or if your hand's bad, but it plays like pretty well through Nibiru, better than we thought. At the start, we were playing Drag Down by the Grave, because we thought like the FTK couldn't beat Nibiru at all. But after like practicing it, we realized that like I think more than half of them can beat Nibiru.
Yeah, I beat Nibiru on stream twice. Like I beat Johannes Erbicht with he had Nibiru in game 3 and I FTK'd through it like without even missing a beat.
Yeah, this deck does some crazy things. Like it FTK'd once through Nibiru and Troll, which like shouldn't be allowed.
I think at that point we realized the deck was like completely real. Like when you FTK through Nibiru and Droll, I don't think any FTK in the game can do that.
Are players able to just like wait and imperm? Can you still like push through?
So the problem with waiting with imperm is that we thought that at first that if you imperm the Catapult Turtle that there was no way to FTK anymore because you've decked yourself out because you have 0 cards in deck. But that's why we include Will Chalice Guard Dragon. So after we got impermed once in a tournament, so we realized that we need to find an out to it. We looked for cards that would banish themselves from grave to protect from targeting, or we looked for any dragon that can protect from targeting. So the options we came up with were Will Chalice Guard Dragon and Phantasme. Because you can, if you have any extra dragon extender, you just don't have to summon Brotor at all in the combo, and instead you summon when you tribute the seal for Steam, you can summon Will Chalice Guard Dragon from your deck. And while that's on the field, it has an effect where if a card or effect is activated that targets your linked monster, you can send it from your hand or field to the grave to negate the activation. So you summon the Clock Dragon and the Catapult Turtle in the zones that Apollo points to, and then Will Chalice Guard Dragon can protect them both from impermanence.
Wow, that is very nice that you guys came up with that. But going to the side deck, oh man, dude, it's all over the place. Would y'all like to explain it?
Yeah, so the side deck is So this is another reason why we played Overraptor as a one-card starter, because you can search Pankratops and it can search Doggeran. So that gives us like added utility going second. You actually have a searchable out to like problematic cards. And the rest are just blowouts, really. So, like, Triple Lightning Storm obviously just hits, like, every meta deck. It's mostly for back row because, like, Lunar Light was a problem, and they would just summon all the important stuff in defense, so you could never Lightning Storm them. Dark Ruler is mostly for Spiral and Lunar Light because outing Sleeper is very, very difficult, so Dark Ruler just turns everything off and then you clear the board. Mind Control is for the same reason, but it's also good against like Guru, because Guru is actually a dragon, so you can just Mind Control, take Guru, and then make LP with it, or strike a dragon. Reboot's obviously just a massive blowout. Also, you can side rebooting going first to out the impermanence, that came up a couple times. And then the last 4 slots are for going second, so you just side out Muddy Mud Dragon, Clock Dragon, and Clock Lizard for Unicorn, Phoenix, and Yazi, so that you can actually blow out decks going second.
Alrighty, so you'll just fall under like Bortle Soto TK or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like it happened. It would happen a couple times on stream where you like go through your whole extra deck in game 1, so your opponent doesn't think you have Phoenix or Unicorn, so they could just set all their back row, and then you blow them all out and you destroy them.
Yeah, you have like so much Destrudo access because like you have the two Destrudos and the Ravines and the Shrines and the Foolish, and you can also just like make Yazi with like Tracer plus Carbonadon. There are some weird combinations that make Yazi. So you can just get your Yazi so much that it's worth playing the Yazi and the Murmur Brick.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And with the impact on the current ban list, the April 1st ban list that's about to drop, is there any way this deck can move forward, or do you think it's just dead?
So the combo is technically possible. Like there are some videos, like Vlad in particular has posted a combo where Gazelle is just the FTK. But the problem with those combos is they don't make Appaloosa through the combo, so they can just hold literally any single hand trap in the game and blow you out right at the end. Like they can effect Veil of the Clock Dragon, they can DD Crow the Clock Dragon, they can Nibiru you on the Clock Lizard. There's just so many ways that this deck is too fragile after the ban list.
Okay, so this is the most effective deck right now, pre-April 1st ban list. That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty confident that we like made the best deck for this format. It's just a shame that, or maybe it's not a shame, maybe it's a good thing that it's gone.
Yeah, probably.
But moving forward, would you guys have any recommendations for luxury gaming to make the next event more smoother?
So I've had a couple discussions about this. They need to decide the tournament structure from the start and stick to it. I feel like they should have demoed this tournament a lot more thoroughly. Like I know there was some problems with like awarding the UDS buys for round 2. They couldn't figure out a way to actually award them to the right people, so different people ended up getting them. Also, the buy system that Challenge uses is different to the buy system that Konami uses. So, with Konami system, the UDS buys gives you the best tiebreaker points, whereas on Challenge it didn't. So, like people like Jesse Cotton ended up like not getting top cut because of the way the Challenge worked tiebreakers. But if they were to change that, they need to change it at the start and not just before top cut. So they made the right decision for this tournament.
Yeah, also like the structure of Top Cut, they should have an extra round or top 32 because it ended up with like 8 X2 stopping and 16 X2 outs, which is like reminiscent of Konami events, but we don't like that part of Konami events. So I think if we're doing online tournaments, we're trying to improve at some point. So if they could like figure out a system that it wouldn't rely that much on tiebreakers to Top Cut, it would be better. Although like more time to pay judges, more times to have to stream and stuff, but I still think it would be nicer for the community.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Okay, well, hopefully they take this into consideration because they did use somewhat a Konami structure to hold this. I did like the fact that they allowed 1 hour rounds and actually gave us turns after the time was, called, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's really important for online tournaments. Like if we had to play until the end of phase when time was called, it'd just be impossible with that many tables and that many like he said, she said situations. I think it would cause a lot of drama, and we would have overrun a lot by just having so many judge calls.
That's true. Well, guys, any shout-outs?
I need to shout out Frozen Card Gaming. It's my team. Shout-outs to, his name's Koku on Dueling Book. I test with him a lot. Obviously, massive shout-outs to Gabriel for like helping me come up with the deck. Shout-outs to Herman, Storm Ragnarok, and my friend Raph. He supported me throughout the LCS.
Yeah, I guess shout outs to the Disciples as well. and Tristan. We both tested that together, and I think it worked out pretty well.
All right, sweet. Well, thank you guys for conducting this interview with me, and hopefully you guys join the next LCS. Bortle out.